bacterial cell wall. In the previous videos, we have already discussed about the ultrastructure of bacteria, but in this present tutorial, we will be discussing only about bacterial cell wall and its composition. Several microscopic studies have revealed that the bacterial cell has a stiff cell wall. So this stiff cell wall is present underneath the capsule of your bacteria. So if your bacteria is having capsule, then it is known as capsulated bacteria. If your bacteria is not having any capsule, then it is known as non-capsulated bacteria. So this bacterial cell wall is just present underneath your capsule, and this gives a different functions and it gives different rigid structure to your bacteria. So this is your cell wall. So this is your capsule of your bacteria and this is your cell wall which is present underneath your bacterial capsule. So this is the location of your bacterial cell wall in a bacterial cell. Okay. Now, so this cell wall is having different functions. So for easy remembrance, let us assume S, P and S. So S is nothing but structure. So this bacterial cell wall gives a rigid, stiff cell wall, gives a rigid structure to your bacterial cell. So that is your S. And P for protection. So it protects the bacteria from bursting out whenever intake of water is taking place. So that is protection. Protection from bursting out. Next, bursting out of your bacterial cell. Next, S is for support. It gives support to the all intracellular organelles that are present inside your bacterial cells. So like your mesosomes, nucleoid and your chlorosomes and several intracellular organelles. Okay, now let us discuss about the composition and the components that are present in your bacterial cell. Now coming to the chemical components of bacterial cell wall, it is composed of PEG. PEG stands for peptidoglycan layer, or else it is known as murine layer. Okay, so PEG is not a peg. So this is peptidoglycan layer. So this is for easy remembrance what I have read in the previous point, and this is also known as murine layer, and it is also having lipoproteins and teichoic acids and phospholipids. So basing on all these components, that is your peptidoglycan layer, lipoproteins, teichoic acids and phospholipids, there are different types of bacterial cell wall. So there are different types of bacteria basing on their bacterial cell wall. So that is your gram positive bacteria, gram negative bacteria and acid fast bacteria. So these are the three different types of bacteria, so that are classified basing on your cell wall composition. Besides this, if you go with the thickness of your bacterial cell wall, it is generally 10 to 25 nanometers, sorry 10 to 15 nanometers thickness in a bacterial cell. Okay, so this is the thickness of your bacterial cell wall in a bacterial cell, and it gives 20 to 30% of dry weight. So this is also an important criteria, so that is maintained by your bacterial cell wall. What is this peptidoglycan layer and how this is peptidoglycan layer? made of? What is the framework of peptidoglycan layer? So this, as we have already discussed, that this is a very important component which makes up your bacterial cell wall. Okay, so this peptidoglycan layer or else your murine layer is composed of two main proteoglycans. Okay, so that is your NAM and NAC. So what is NAM? NAM means N-acetyl muramic acid, and NAC means N-acetyl glutamic acid. So these are the two important proteoglycans, and this peptidoglycan layer is made of these two important units, and these are arranged in such a way that in an alternative positions. Okay, and they are cross-linked with several, cross-bridged with each other with several peptide linkages. Okay, with a peptide linkage. So that peptide linkage is L-alanine isoglutamate, okay, L-lysine and D-alanine. So these are the four amino acids which cross bridges your both alternating units starting from NAG and to your NAG. Okay, starting from NAM, and to your NAG. So this is a peptide linkage, and besides this, one more pentapeptide linkage is present. So that is pentapeptide linkage. That is a chain of L-glycine residues. Okay, so this is the overall composition of your peptidoglycan layer, that is your murine layer. So this peptidoglycan layer is composed of two alternating units, that is NAM and NAC. NAM means N-acetyl muramic acid, NAC means N-acetyl glutamic acid, and these both alternating units, proteoglycans, are crossed bridged to form a framework in your bacterial cell wall, and these are cross bridged with peptide linkages. So this is your peptide linkage which makes your four amino acids, that is L-alanine isoglutamate, L-lysine and D-alanine. So D form in your is not at all present in most of your living organisms cell wall, but exceptionally in bacteria D-alanine form, D form for alanine is present to make up your peptide linkage, and one more pentapeptide linkages are present, that is 5 units of L-glycine residues. So now let us see how this cross linkage are formed and how this framework is arranged in your bacterial cell wall, that is your peptide. So this is the framework of your bacterial cell wall of your peptidoglycan layer. So NAM, NAG, NAM and NAG. So they say these two units are arranged alternatively and they are cross-linked with peptide bridges, isn't it? So these are your peptide bridges. Four amino acids: L-lysine isoglutamate, L-alanine isoglutamate, L-lysine and D-alanine linked with. So this is your third amino acid which is cross-linked with your NAG. Third amino acid cross-linked with your NAG. So this is your pentapeptide glycine residues 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again this NAG, NAM, 4 amino acid 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is your 5, and these are your pentapeptide bridges, glycine residues. Mind it. Okay, so this is how your framework is arranged in your bacterial cell wall. So these are your, this is your L, alanine, iso, glutamate, isn't it? And this third one is your L, lysine, and fourth one is your D, alanine. Okay, and these are your 5 glycine residues, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are your 5 glycine residues acid. So connecting to your third amino acid L-lysine, a pentapeptide glycine residues are arranged. So this is your first glycine residue, link it with your third amino acid L-lysine, and next to your NAM another 4 amino acids. So the same 4 amino acid chain is there which is linking to your another third amino acid, that is L-lysine of another chain, linking to your fifth glycine residue. So this is how your peptidoglycan layer framework is made with alternating units of NAM and NAD. So this is nothing but bacterial cell wall, and in the next coming up videos we will be discussing about gram positive bacteria, gram negative bacteria and acid fast bacteria, which are differentiated basing on the composition of bacterial cell wall, and your main component is nothing but your peptidoglycan layer, that is your murine layer. Thank you.